How's it going, guys? It's Joe. Welcome to the channel. As you guys all know or probably have seen, I haven't put out any videos as of late. I've been quite busy and I'm actually rethinking whether I'm going to continue making these videos, as it can be quite time consuming, and really I'm just thinking about my priorities. And yeah, so I'm actually quite glad that I did have some spare time today to make this video, because I'm going against Klesso yet again. So if you guys remember the first part of this, I battled him in 3v3 and I lost by 40 banners. And having a look at our overview, a lot has changed since then. So we're actually quite matched up in the mods this time around, although he does have a ton of lifetime banners. Looking at the relics, quite outmatched in terms of the gear 13. However, we're gonna give it our best today, as my good friend Klesso here is a beast at GAC, as you guys well know. I've got his stat sheet here. As you can see, 600k lifetime banners. That's insane, guys. And I do believe Klesso has hit under top 50, top 100, yep, top 85 in Kyber. I myself have never touched the top 100 of Kyber. He does have 4 of the Galactic Legends. As you can see, he's got the ultimate for all 4 of them. He's got the Mandalorian Beskar armor, which is pretty crazy. He's got a ton of scoundrels as well. And having a look, he even has Moff Gideon. If you guys don't know, those new characters are actually quite amazing. Like, there definitely is a solid power creep in this game, as all the new characters they've been rolling out are just absolute quality characters. So as you can see at the bottom, he did place his Mando Beskar armor with Nest and the Scoundrels. He does have Rey with Malak as well. And I did intend to change it up for Klesso in this particular matchup, as I knew he's probably seen a ton of defenses out there that are quite similar. And when I fight 5v5, I do find that I usually go to what I'm comfortable with, which means my defense can be quite bland. I changed it up today, and I've had to change up my offensive strategy as well. So I haven't utilized this particular Jedi squad against Rey in some time, although I did find it quite reliable back when we didn't have Galactic Legends yet. So Shakti took the first turn, so I went for Zalbar just to get the Dispel. And we were able to mark Rey from the get-go. And the great thing about this team is it didn't have Resistance Hero Poe, as usually if it did, they're gonna apply a ton of damage on gas. And really I was hoping to get her to damage immunity and possibly not get not proc the revive by the Jedi Knight Revan. So we do have a couple of taunting tanks in this team, and we're just trying not to apply too many AoEs. And I was hoping for Rey to just get to her ultimate, but unfortunately she actually went for 1 Hurricane. So that was a huge problem, as that would have procced Savior. And now she's gonna go into ultimate. And we're gonna try and hide Jedi Revan here. So I was hoping we would survive an ultimate from Rey. And we actually do. So once we survive this ultimate, we're quite fortunate at this point. Looking to get her down, but she's pretty fast, does another Hurricane and drops gas. So quite unfortunate for our banner count. However, at this point, I was still thinking we might still be able to pull it off if we're able to apply enough damage on Revan. And we did a 30k assist damage on that last hit. So we're actually able to drop Rey. And now the problem will be trying to get Malak down. So I was wanting to cycle around, trying to get my health and protection up on my characters. I went for Finn here. Usually 8 times out of 10, if you lose gas in this particular matchup, it's almost always a loss. But I do believe I had enough sustain here that I was able to get my health and protection back. So we've got about a minute left and we're down to Malak. So I marked Malak here. I got a couple of fears out on the field, which isn't ideal. And Malak is about to take a turn. We're going to try and keep ability blocking him here, just restricting him down to utilizing his basic. And now we really want to get him down as we're down to about 40 seconds left. It's a very tenacious Malak, so we're not getting a lot of our debuffs and stuns. But luckily we did get through that battle, even without gas for the most part. This other particular team actually threw me off a bit, as there was a nest. And the problem with Nest is if you use 3PO in this Rebel lineup, you could get stuck in this loop where Nest isn't able to take a turn, as there's a ton of TM reduction on this team, which is why I placed Nihilus instead. Now here we want to really quickly drop Beskar Mando, as if he gets to his Whistling Birds, that can be quite a problem. So I'm going to dispel this taunt, and I'm going to go after Beskar Mando here. So we're able to drop him fairly quickly. I'm going to go for Queel. And really Nihilus isn't surviving the AoE attacks from the opposing team. And as you can see, that Nest has been modded for a ton of offense, as he did so much damage on Chewbacca. IG assists on that Nest attack, and they do drop Nihilus. And at this point, we don't want to reduce Nest's turn meter too much. We actually want her to take a turn, and once she does, we're able to drop her with the basic. So in the back, I was expecting another Galactic Legend, as I knew Klesso would place quite a formidable defense. So we do have Darth Revan in that SLKR team, as well as Padme. So here's another battle that I haven't tried before, as I've been playing around with Imperial Troopers a lot, now that I've got Piet, which is pretty awesome. And he did place Traya on defense with a bunch of Sith. I did check the mods before I started this battle, and I knew that I would outspeed all of the Sith. and I thought that Palpatine was probably the weakest link out of all the Sith, so I wanted to drop him as quickly as possible. And now I'm just going to throw down with all my AoEs, and as you can see, we quickly make good work of this Sith team. So really, this team, guys, can beat a lot of teams. It's all a matter of thinking about speed and turn order. If you're able to outspeed them, and if you have enough relics on your Snowtrooper and Death Trooper, that team can beat a lot of slower teams. So at the very least, I need to be able to drop these teams in one go. And as it played out, I did place quite a heavy defense, and I did change it up a bit. So really, I was hoping to full clear Klesso, as I knew it was an extremely tough matchup. He plays extremely efficiently. I tried to at times, and almost 80% of the time, it's always thinking about the matchups. As you can see, when you use Padme on the, offense, it can be quite troublesome for your ban account. As you can see in this mirror match, I've already lost a ton of health and protection on my characters. And when you utilize Padme, you can get a bit of your health back, as she does do that cleanse. However, you're not going to get the protection back. So we get him down, but quite inefficient in terms of banners. Could be better. So now we've had to make a decision here, as I found that I placed too heavy a defense, and I was running out of teams to utilize for these Jedi squads, or this JTR team, as well as Kylo Ren Unmasked team up top. Now I did still have Jedi Master Luke, and I did think to myself that I had Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, so I was going to use that to mirror the Kylo Ren in the back. And the thing is, all this time I've had Jedi Knight Luke and Jedi Master Luke, and I've just been utilizing them together. As this was a pretty straightforward matchup, and I was really just trying to minimize the banner losses. And in the back, I probably could have used my Jedi against the Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. However, having a look at the mods of that Supreme Leader Kylo, it was actually modded more for speed. And the problem with that is that it plays around with the turn order, as utilizing Jedi Knight Revan Lead with Jedi Knight Luke requires quite precise turn order. And once that turn order gets screwed up, it'll pretty much go downhill from there. So that's an issue. So I wanted to make sure I got the one shot, so I had to use my Supreme Leader Kylo mirror match, which didn't give me a choice here, as I probably could have either utilized my Bugs or Night Sisters against Jedi Training Rey. And at the time I was thinking, I don't know how well my Bugs would do against Jedi Training Rey. As you can see, they're giving my Night Sisters quite a tough time as well. We've got a ton of plague stacks out on the field. We finally dropped Finn. I'm going to try and get some revives here by utilizing basics. But unfortunately BB-8 actually gets to his Illuminated Destiny, which is quite a pain, as it gave everyone a ton of buffs. And now we're down to BB-8 and R2-D2. So I was hoping to drop R2 with that basic and therefore revive one of my characters. I was able to revive them, however, really terrible banner count. And really, I wanted to utilize my Supreme Leader Kylo mirror match against his Kylo in the back. And looking at the mods, my Kylo is modded quite conventionally for offense as opposed to speed. And he did have Bastila Shan Fallen as well as Darth Revan here. So I wanted to drop Bastila Shan ASAP. And we're going to try and drop Revan here with a skewer as well. As you can see, his Kylo isn't doing too much damage, however it's pretty fast, which can be quite problematic. And we're able to get to our ultimate and drop all the other characters, so we're down to just Supreme Leader Kylo Ren here. And we're able to drop him down. Still terrible banners. And in the back walls of ships, he did have Throne Lead with Empire, as well as his Rebel squad. So I've done this a fair number of times, guys. I've utilized Separatists against Rebels. However, this is probably the worst RNG I've ever had going up against Rebels. So I try to do a cleanse here, get another Vulture Droid out on the field. And I'm trying to utilize my Buzz Droids. However, this team seems to be resisting or cleansing the Buzz Droids, as it doesn't stick for very long. And that's a really fast Akbar as well. So we finally get Bistan down, and we get the Rebel Bomber down as well. And now we're going to go for Biggs. And again, they get another reinforcement out. And they keep cleansing the Buzz Droids. And yet another reinforcement, which drops my son Fak. Quite unfortunate. Typically when I utilize my Separatists, they don't get to take as much turns as this particular fleet did. So 56 banners in that battle. And lastly, we're going to use our Negotiator against his Empire. Big hit there, drops Darth Vader's ship, and we get the Empire Bomber as well. So we get 64 banners in that matchup. So ultimately, I probably could have swapped over using Separatists against Empire and using Negotiator against the Rebels. However, that was the result of the matchup, guys, and just towards the end, wanting to show you my defense. As I don't typically set a defense similar to this. If you guys know, I usually set quite a light defense, as I always want to keep more for offense. I did place Darth Vader and Bastila Shan and Malak under that Palpatine, and Sith Eternal with Darth Revan over there at the bottom. At the top, I did have Mon Mothma and Rebels, as well as Jango Nest and Grievous. In the back walls, I placed Rey as well. I didn't want to be a pushover, so I wanted to make sure I used a decent enough defense up against Klesso. As if you guys all know, this guy doesn't need much introduction. Klesso is well known to our community. He is quite awesome in GAC, and he does a lot of theory crafting as well. So I hope you guys check out his channel. I've been looking up to him for some time now for advice and things like that. So I hope you enjoyed the GAC today, guys. Go over to his channel to see his side of things if you want to see both sides. And thanks for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And hopefully I will see you on the next one.